Well, we just finished this one. Icon FJ44. Started life as a been there, done that, pretty tired old wreck of a 68 FJ40, which we have resto modified into what you see here. This is the first FJ44 that we've done actually in our Quartz white, which is named after quartz rock. Pretty much has that sort of sheen to it. Like all our finishes, it's somewhat matte, but it kind of plays with the light because we have nanoparticles of mica in the powder coat suspension. It's a really nicely built and optioned FJ44. See here on the rear, it's a new school, so it has the dual swing out tire carrier bumper, BF Goodrich all-terrains with the Teflon coated American racing wheels. It has the reverse LED light, and it also has the roof rack and ladder system. Came out really nice. You can notice also the soft top's a little puffy. It's because this is the insulated soft top. So we've built those to both control the interior environment and assist the AC, as well as significantly reduce road noise at all speeds. Although the roof rack, you know, I encourage people not to order one with the roof rack unless you're really going to use it a lot, because otherwise it does make a fair bit of wind noise, and all my efforts to shut up the top are somewhat negated by the noisy rack. So with the insulated option top, it's still the Mercedes Hartz canvas material, but we actually build two soft tops and then sandwich stitch in between them a layer of 1/8 inch thick jute insulation. And then, as with all of our soft tops, the stamped and CAD/CAM control bent tubular frame structure. The skin is attached to that, to all the ribs, using 3M Velcro. And then we use those cool Bentley 10X snaps instead of the typical marine buckles to, they just last so much longer than the traditional solution. Up here in the front, you'll see a couple more options. This has the auxiliary LED lights, the Warren winch, which also comes with the recovery gear bag, and gosh, what else? You can kind of see them under there, the StopTech sport brakes, which are wonderful. So that denotes 6 piston calipers in the front, 4 piston in the rear with dedicated parking brake caliper. And then, as with all our brake system, it's all CAD/CAM pull bent stainless plumbing with conventional GM vacuum booster and master cylinder. The big brakes are a really good product. If you're not familiar with StopTech, they're really, in my opinion, one of the best in the business, and they're mostly known for their military and bulletproof government vehicle programs, as well as they do all the F-Sport and TRD brakes for Toyota and Lexus. A little more up close and personal, some of the details. As you may know, we've transitioned to full LED headlights. Here's our little mascot, the Icon lizard. And then here in this bright light and shade contrast, you can get a feel for what I was saying about the way the surface coating on our bodies, all the colors, but especially the white, they really kind of play with the light nicely. Really durable finish. So our apron emblems, these are CNC'd out of stainless steel, and then they're heat baked enameled. They're a cool part. Alrighty, let's see, let's go inside a little bit. So all the door upper frames, you either have these zippers, and we put these cool little monkey balls from Red Ox to keep the rattles down. So you can either zip out the window, or you can actually remove the whole upper, which is really the way to go when the weather's nice. You just remove those and roll and scroll the side panels of the hardtop, and it works out really nice. Here are Sub-Zero fridge latches we use for the windshield frame. Notice our AC vents. Those are CNC'd aluminum, they're not the plastic crap. Glove box is also CNC'd out of billet. The grab handle is fluted and TIGged stainless that we then powder coat. Coming here across the middle of the dash, more CNC love. So these are CNC'd and hand knurled, engraved, and enamel aluminum knobs. You've got lights, wipers, fan, hot, vent, cold, and that's a power port in the middle, plus that little guy up there. That's a little 140 degree diode that spreads light down on the controls at night. Instrument cluster is also CNC'd out of the box gauges from our friends at Autometer, but then kind of a bespoke housing with blacked out countersunk diodes for check engine, parking brake, signals, high beam, stuff like that. This particular truck is built with the 5.3 V8 with the automatic transmission, so you'll see it appears like a manual. We keep it kind of old school, but you push the detent in the middle to engage the gears. This truck is also built with our super nifty US made fire extinguisher, Garmin navigation, and you'll see the sport pedals there in the background. Chilewich textile options, so that's the Mercedes OEM MB Tex vinyl with the Chilewich weave in the inserts. Really like this product. It controls heat really well, so you don't cook yourself in the summer, and also then it allows the seat heaters, which are controlled here. Can you see them there? Right next to the head unit. Kind of hard to read in this light. But there's a 4-stage carbon fiber seat heater elements. We just upgraded to this new Alpine head unit. It's got the USB port on the face, which then we plumb into the console, so you have a good friendly place to put your iPod. We'll tour the cage, inside of the soft top. A lot of people are curious how we attach those roof racks. What happens is they actually attach to the structural H-bar, so they're independent of the soft top. There's rubber friction pads on both sides of the mating steel powder-coated surfaces so it doesn't negate the canvas, and that allows you to remove your soft top and still run your roof rack, which is kind of nifty. Let's go into the second row here. This truck is built with the power steps, so you'll notice here as I open the door, voila, the power step comes out to peak. Those are really helpful, especially for the second row entry. Second row on the 44 runs the same seats as the front, and then here in the middle there's a passageway to gain access to the rear seat. These are diodes, and there again you'll see the seat heater controls. This particular truck is built with my jump seats in the back. Those are hand built at Icon, but they're designed to look like the original ones, but they're a lot stronger. Here are those Bentley 10X snaps that I spoke of earlier. Those are really cool. And then 3M Velcro and Nike Source YKK marine rated zippers. So when you're opening these spare carriers, what happens is you articulate the handle first, then it comes out, and then over here you'll notice there's a sprung pin, and it's designed to engage, click, into that CNC base, and that keeps you from having issues with the tire carrier either going out into traffic, not fun, or swinging back into your tailgate and ruining it. You'll also notice when the carriers are out, that then reveals these locking storage bins. Those are vented with drains at the bottom. This side's generally set up with a lock in a water can, although you can do a gas can and many other configurations. Now this truck's fairly unique in that it's running our more dog-friendly two-piece left-right opening barn doors instead of my drop-down tailgate. Downside would be you'll lose the storage capability. Upside is dogs don't geek out. Dogs don't seem to like the drop-down tailgate for some reason. They seem to not be able to understand the space. Now we'll do a brief underhood tour. So as mentioned, this truck's built with the GM LS generation aluminum 5.3. You'll notice though we're running the Vortec truck intake and injectors, more appropriate for the truck class. Stock intake plenum to a K&N filter with a turnkey dry sock, so that keeps loose debris from forming on the K&N